Hello, Sooner Nation. Welcome back to the Sooner Surge. The ESPYs are tonight, and Oklahoma Sooner softball is up for two ESPY awards. You got the Play of the Year candidate, which is Jada Coleman when she called game against Florida and sent that home run over the left field wall to extend their season, eventually leading them to an unprecedented four straight national championship. And then, of course, you have the Oklahoma Sooner softball team, who's been up for numerous team opportunity ESPY awards and have yet to win one of those as they are nominated for Team of the Year. Jay, again, I think the biggest thing to think about here as Sooner softball fans is there are some amazing plays and there's some amazing teams out there. The fact that OU softball is being recognized and nominated, I think, in and of itself is unbelievable. And that tells you how much softball has really increased in fandom and appreciation, because being nominated year after year for some of these awards is pretty special. Let's just start there.
Yeah, it's cool for the players too to be a part of the whole ceremony and all of it, and the festivities, to be able to go be there, whether they win or not. Well, I mean, it's hard, and it's very hard because it's when you think about Team of the Year. You know, last year they lost to the Chiefs. Chiefs got Team of the Year. NFL football is just, it is what it is. It's the most popular sport, and so it's going to be tough to beat an NFL team. But like you said, the fact that they are mentioned as it is a kind of a thing in itself. But to me, though, Team of the Year, I mean, four-peat, I don't see any other teams four-peat in any sport. So I think it'd be so cool if they won Team of the Year. I mean, that would be so awesome for Oklahoma softball and for the ladies there. I would be super excited for that if that could happen.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a WNBA team on there. You've got UConn men's basketball who've done some pretty amazing things. There's some where I'm thinking, yeah, I think OU's got a chance at a lot of those. Let's go to the Play of the Year, though, because, I mean, what a big-time moment that was for Jada Coleman, for the university. Really, they're on the ropes, not having a chance to maybe even go to the Women's College World Series Championship Series. And Jada Coleman does Jada Coleman things, hitting that bomb to send them and have the chance to go win a fourth natty. Her competition in this, Jay, I think there's only one other one that could beat it. And I'm going to explain them. Here's why. Lamar Jackson, where he threw the ball and then caught it himself. I mean, that's cool. I think the big-time intensity of the moment for Jada Coleman gives her that over him. And then Anthony Edwards was a dunk of the year. Again, it was an amazing dunk, but again, intensity of the moment, the big-time moment that it was, Jada Coleman, I would think, has to win over that. But then she's going to be matched up against it's not even maybe. I mean, there was no time on the clock. The Auburn-Alabama game, the play from Jalen Milroe, I think that's the one that's going to be very tough to beat, because that was a rivalry game. If Alabama doesn't win that game, they don't move on to the college football playoff. I mean, that was a big-time moment as well, Jay.
Well, and like you said at the beginning of the video, regardless of whether Jada Coleman wins that award or not, just to be mentioned in the same sentence as the people you mentioned and the plays you mentioned is outstanding. But what she did in that moment, I still think you could say is bigger than any of those moments for the game itself, okay? Now, I know college football is a different animal than college softball. Everybody knows that. But when you look at the game itself and the pressure in that situation to advance, it was a playoff situation. That's one of the best plays there was last year.
And Alabama-Auburn was also really a playoff situation for Alabama. And that's why I think those two have to be at the top. And whoever wins, again, they're both credited for being there. You look at the teams, though, Jay. Again, if you look at last year's team only, listen, OU was nominated in 2023 with a 61-1 record, and they didn't win it. So think about that. Did not win the ESPY at 61-1. I mean, the best softball team in the history of the game. Didn't win it then. What would allow them to win it this year? Well, there is the four-peat. That is the thing that stands out. You look at that as a whole and how they got there and how they finished it. So, but again, they didn't win it last year. They've been up numerous times, and I think that just speaks volumes for this program.
Yeah, and I mean, if you ask me right now if they're going to win an award, my answer would be no. I just don't think they will. Uh, I wish they would. I think they're deserving as Team of the Year for four-peat. I just think like you mentioned earlier, UConn a repeat in college basketball, ESPN out of Connecticut. I mean, I just think there's other Kansas City Chiefs. You know what NFL does? It's a high dollar. It's a high viewed sport. It's a worldwide sport, and so it is going to be very tough to win. If you're not going to win it with one loss, I agree, Jeremy. It's going to be tough to win it. But they did four-peat. But regardless, it's a great opportunity to go be there as a team. You saw last year all the players on their social medias posting about it. I've already seen some this year excited about the ESPYs. And I think you talk to anybody on that OU softball team, I'm sure they want to win it, but they really, it does not mean that much to them. I don't think personally. I think it's another opportunity to hang out with your teammates. We all know how their bonding is, the relationships are. I think that's what they'll take away from it more than anything is they are such a tight group. They get to do it again together, especially the seniors. I mean, it's going to be a great, great time for them.
Yeah, I mean, you pretty much win being nominated. There are so many great athletes, great plays, great teams that are not even up for conversation on this. So for OU to be in the mix, I think is pretty special. And I do think that Jada Coleman has a chance to eke this one out over the Alabama-Auburn play. I think she's got a legit chance at winning this ESPY. Team-wise, I'm not sure. It's going to be interesting. But Dolby Theater there in Los Angeles, ESPYs at 7 o'clock tonight on ESPN. Be great just to watch and great to live that as they're there. Thanks again for watching all of the content here at the Sooner Surge. We continue to produce content day in and day out. We hope you're enjoying it. We are asking, check out the Fan Stop at thefanstop.com. You can sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. Use code SURGE. Get 10% off your first 3 months. As football season is approaching, it would be a great chance for you to sign up for the Shirt of the Month Club. You will not be disappointed. It's great prices, great apparel. They even have long sleeves. They have hoodies. They have it all. www.thefanstop.com. ESPYs tonight in Los Angeles, 7 o'clock. We'll see if the Sooner softball team can win their first ever ESPY. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.